What's going on, friends? Today I will be searing some sous vide steaks by testing out the Grill Gun sous vide gun and a standard propane torch. Okay, so to start, we're going to pat these steaks dry. I will season them, salt, pepper, coarse pepper, garlic powder, and then after I season them, I will vacuum seal them and leave them in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Let's go ahead and season it up and seal it. Take a look at that. I'm going to throw these in the fridge for 24 hours and we're going to cook them up tomorrow. And now what we have to do is we have to fill this up with water, heat it up to the proper temperature to sous vide it, and then after that we can throw the steaks in and we will sear the steaks when they're finished. Okay, now that we have the water filled up to this line, let's make sure when we submerge this, the water line covers it all. When I slide these steaks in here, it'll determine that everything's all covered. We're good, so let's take this out and get this water to the temperature that we need to. All right, we've had these steaks in the refrigerator for over 24 hours, marinating with all the nice seasonings, all the juices soaking that up. So now we're gonna place these on the wire racks right here, like this. The Joule says we're ready to go, so we're gonna toss it in the water and come back to it when we get the notification that our food is ready. All right, while we wait, let me introduce you to some of the toys we will be using to sear those two steaks when they're finished. I cannot wait. First, we're going to be using this plain torch. Looks good. Followed by, we're going to use this Searzall searing head right here. This is usually used for creme brulee, but I've seen people use it for steaks. Goes onto here like this. Tighten it down, and it gets red hot. I'm going to let that cool before I touch it. So let's leave it be. My newest toy, the sous vide gun right here. This is a grill gun, and it can light up charcoal really fast. It's a beast. So let's see this guy in action. Oh. I don't want to burn my house down, let alone my camera gear. So we'll save this for outside. Good thing my wife's not home. She'd freak out, call me crazy. I'm also going to leave a general link down below to all these items. They're not affiliate links. I haven't started with that yet, but you could get all these items on Amazon, and that's just exactly how I got it, except for these tanks. You can buy them on Amazon, but you're better off getting them at like your local Home Depot or Walmart. Okay, the Joule sent me a notification that the steaks are finished. So let's pull them out. I set them, I left them in there a little longer because you could actually leave them in there for about an hour more than they actually have to be in there. So you have a buffer time. So let's take these out and set them on these two racks. All right, we got the steaks laid out over here, ready to char up and everything. They don't really look that impressive right now because, you know, it looks like some roast beef or something like that. But just wait, after we char that up, they're both gonna look extremely delicious. Regardless which one wins, they're both gonna look amazing. All right, here we are outside because this is the only place that I could safely char both of these steaks up. So yeah, let's get a little closer and get that process started. I got a stopwatch over here on my left side. I'll try to make it to where you can see it and try to make it to where I don't burn my phone either. So first, we're gonna start with the sous vide gun. Oops. I deformed my pan. Maybe I'm better off putting it on the grill. So let's take the steak off. That was 40 seconds. Wow. Look what I did to the pan. I deformed the cooling rack. Now let's hit the other side. Wow, that looks like a nice char. All right, let's get the other steak. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Fat is caramelizing very nicely. It's been 25 seconds and that sous vide gun has already been finished. Okay, it's been 1 minute and 20 seconds since I finished with this side. Now let's flip it over and use the Searzall. I don't really have too much faith in it, but let's give it a shot. Okay, this isn't very efficient at all. At this point, I'm just gonna turn this all off. As you can see, it's already 40 seconds. It didn't even really touch it. I'm just gonna finish it off with a sous vide gun. I think we have a clear winner. It's obviously the sous vide gun. It got everything done in such a super fast amount of time, while the standard torch did it in an okay amount of time. But the Searzall, I don't think I'd ever buy it. I wouldn't spend the money on that if I knew it was that inefficient. That might be good for like creme brulees or something like that, but definitely not to sear off steaks. But let's have a look. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. Take a look at this steak here. This is the Searzall. Now, the moment of truth. Let's do this, the grill gun steak first. Let's see what that looks like on the inside. Oh, My goodness. I'm not sure the camera will do it justice, but just look at that. Let's cut one in the middle. Wow. That's a nice medium rare. It's good that I cooked it on the rare side, because then that sous vide grill gun that I used, it cooked it more. Let's put it that way. Now let's check out this other steak. Results are very similar. They both look very tasty. And I'm looking forward to having both of them. But first I want to I'm trying the one that was charred. Here we go. Oh my goodness. So good. Those seasonings that I put on the day before really complement the steak, especially with the sous vide. Different texture, and that sous vide gun adds like a very nice char, kind of like a charcoal grill kind of taste to it. Good flavor, very delicious. That caramelization is really what I'm tasting, and it's probably what I'm going after as well. Another bite. So good. Let's try the other steak from the torch. Just a standard torch, no accessories. Look at that. Nice piece of meat right there. That looks delicious. They're both so good. The clear winner by far is the sous vide gun steak. The caramelization compared to the Searzall and compared to just a torch gun is second to none. And it's so much faster. It's probably 3 or 4 times faster, and it's amazing. I regret the purchase of the Searzall. I don't really have much of a use for it, and I can't really return it, so I'm stuck with it. That being said, both the steaks are really good. So if you have a torch and you don't have the sous vide gun, use the torch. It's amazing, and I'm getting back to my steaks. See you guys on the next one. Make sure to like this video, subscribe. I'm a new channel, and those likes, keep them pumping up, because it really helps me a lot. It helps build my channel. It helps with exposure. And if you could leave a comment as well how you grill your steak and how your favorite steak comes out, whether you sous vide it or you just charbroil it, do you pan sear it on cast iron, whatever the case may be. Let me know in the comments below, because I love steaks and I'm open to cooking in many different ways.